Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. Thank you all for hopping on. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Katie Mapel. I am normally coming to you from North Carolina. I am actually in Costa Mesa, California right now, so excuse the hotel room in my background. But we are here tonight to talk about the relaunch of our global online presence. This is super exciting, and I know as excited as you all are, no one is more excited than I am. We all know some of the limitations of our current system. We as a corporate team had some limitations. So I'm super excited that we're all going to be able to be more efficient, literally from the top down, from the inside out of the company. But also I'm super excited because of what these new online tools are going to do for you all and your business. So thank you for hopping on. I'm going to move pretty quickly, but I am going to try to give you an overview of all the components of the website. This is being recorded. We will post it later. But the plan is to go launch tomorrow, to go live tomorrow. May not be first thing in the morning. I will communicate with you all. We want to make sure, obviously, we're bringing over a tremendous amount of data, and we want to make sure when you log in for the first time, you see your organization, you see everything as it should be. So we can't take that serious enough. So we're going to make sure we proceed carefully and with purpose. So I will certainly communicate the go live time tomorrow, but we are on track, and I'm super excited. So I'm glad you hopped on, because this is going to be the best way for you to be prepared tomorrow for this. I did train all of your leaders last Friday, so they are aware. They got a little bit of a sneak peek to their back offices, so they may be able to assist as well. And obviously, GPS and our entire support team is here as well. So I'm going to kick things off. So obviously at the most bare minimum, we are launching a clean, modern design. It's beautiful. It's simple. The ordering process is so far superior to what we have today. When I trained the leaders on this, they were just blown away. Today we have a lot of different SKUs, and based on what you want, if you want the MOLA G, if you want the MOLA G and VRLU, that's a different SKU. So I actually did some screen recordings, because obviously the website's beautiful. It's straightforward. You can go check that out tomorrow. But I wanted you all to see firsthand the order process when someone starts with a MOLA G. Okay, so I recorded this short video. I'm going to kind of walk you through it. So this is when someone orders a MOLA G. So we're not just going to serve them the MOLA G. So someone goes into your cart, shop now. They're going to see the price, and then we're immediately going to upsell them on mobile. Do you want to save $200 and get mobile? No, thanks. You move to the next step. Yes, I want to save $200. You put your zip code in, you validate. The plans are presented right there. You select whether you want to get a mobile number, a new number, keep your number. Then we're immediately going to serve up VRLU. Do you want to get your first month free? Do you want to save $20 because you bundled it with mobile? And literally, this all happens on this same page. You're not leaving this portion of your shopping cart. Within seconds. You see how quickly that was I went through the actual steps in a live environment, and you see how quickly that took us into the shopping cart. It was a matter of seconds. And here we are. And now from here I would proceed. We'll get back to the checkout process a little bit later. So super simple. I mean, it is night and day. We've spent probably the majority of time, aside from the data and the back end, on this order process. I can't tell you, it's sometimes the simplest things were the hardest to develop, because we wanted it to be so simple. So we spent so much development time to make sure that this was perfect. So I want to show you another example. Let's say someone comes to your website. They're like, okay, fine. I want mobile. I'll get mobile. Maybe they don't know anything about the MOLA G. Maybe they don't know about VRLU. Regardless, if you start with the MOLA G, if you start with mobile, if you start with VRLU, we're going to serve up all the options. If they're not interested, no big deal. You just proceed through the steps. So here's an example. I'm starting with mobile. All the details right here on the page. I don't have to go anywhere for the details. I select my plan, input my zip code. It's going to validate my zip code right there. We have coverage in 99.9% of areas. Again, do I want to keep my existing phone number? I'm going to put my IMEI right in there. If not, I'll get a new number, and I'm going to move on to the VRLU. And we're going to present the value proposition of adding each of these steps. There's additional savings. There's, you can get your first month free. So again, this is someone who started with mobile. If you're not interested in the other options, how simple is it to just move on, brush on by? It's not in your face, but it's super simple and it is there. And that's what's really going to attract new customers who maybe weren't interested in the MOLA G until it's been presented for them. They can click out, they can see the details. So again, we spent a tremendous amount of time on this. So I wanted to make sure everyone was clear. Now, financing. I will be the first to admit our financing process today is a little bit clunky. You have to make a phone call. We wanted to get up and running quickly with financing, so we had to have a few workarounds. Those days are over. So here's an example. Let's say I put this item in my cart. I put the MOLA G in my cart. Maybe I have mobile and maybe I have VRLU. So I go into the checkout process. I'm going to input my user information. I'm going to input my shipping information, super simple, super clean. You see here at the top of the screen, there's a credit card option or a finance option. Right now, credit card is selected, put my credit card details in as I normally would. Finance, if I click that finance button, it's going to pop open right here on the screen. Don't have to leave this page, the pre-qualification information. Once I'm pre-qualified, I select my offer. We're talking within seconds or minutes at most. And then let's say I added VRLU or VRLU mobile or the influencer enrollment. I want to become an influencer. Obviously, I can't finance those things. It's going to take care of the financing, and then it's going to take me back here, give me my new total. I put my credit card in and I proceed. So again, no phone calls, no waiting around for a phone call, missing a phone call, having to call back. It's happening right here within literally a matter of seconds. So again, it doesn't get much simpler than that. Also, at launch, if you have a customer that just wants the MOLA G, they don't want mobile, that's fine. They can finance that. They no longer have to bundle that with mobile. So that opens up a whole new customer base. People who maybe don't understand the technology yet and don't want to come out of pocket. Well, they don't have to. They go through the pre-qual, they qualify, they're done. So again, super simple, super enhanced from what we have today. I think it's going to make your entire customer acquisition experience effortless and much smoother for you and your customers. So next, I know everyone is excited about the new Imkana products. We have the fit in the 1 ounce and the 4 ounce. We have the beautiful in the 1 ounce and the 4 ounce, and we have the individual use packs. These will be live tomorrow and ready to order. They are in stock. They are shipping same day or next day. So again, I wanted to show you kind of the order process here for Imkana. So instead of different pages, you see this is beautiful. I can choose between the 1 ounce. I can choose between the 4 ounce. The image changes, the price changes based on what I'm selecting. I want auto ship, boom, subscribe. I'm signed up for auto ship, nothing more to do. And we're gonna have auto shipping for all of our products. So currently today, we just have auto shipping for Imkana, any of our e-commerce products, Organica, Peter Lamas, Imkana, and any new products that we add in the future are going to have auto ship options. And we're going to push, right now it's 5% off. This is going to allow us to push specials. Maybe if we run a sale, you sign up for auto shipping, you're going to get that sale price for the entire time you're on auto shipping. So again, just showing you how within this one screen, you're presented with the different options. You select what you want, you subscribe, you check out, and you're on your way. So again, super simple. An incredible amount of development work and testing went into making this super simple. So it may look easy for your customers, and that's what we want, but this was a definite labor of love for my team and I. Also, at launch tomorrow, we've been talking about this for a long time. You are all going to have a personalized website. Every influencer, no more having to tell people what your ID is so that they can remember it and plug it in. So all of you on the call today, when this goes live, your website address is going to include your influencer ID in the username. So the gpslife.com/5000000. You can change this in your back office. I'm going to show you where to do that in just a minute, but this will be live from the moment we go live, whether you do anything or not. Anyone you enroll from this point forward, their website is going to be based on the username that they selected during the enrollment process. Certainly it can be their number. For me, I might want the gpslife.com/kmaple. Whatever that username is that I have set up in the enrollment process, as long as it's not taken, that's what my username is going to be. So again, everyone's going to have this. At the top, you can see this is an example here. This is what your people will see. They'll be able to hover over this enroller. It would give my name, my email. If I have decided to display that, I'll show you in just a minute where you can control that. And then you see that little icon next to Enroller, that's Power Influencer. So that lets everyone know that comes to your site if you are a power influencer. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. But if you're a power influencer right now, when this goes live, you're going to have that icon. So it's already going to be there based on meeting the qualifications of power influencer. Okay. Next, I'm super excited about this. I know all of you are. We have a brand new state-of-the-art back office that truly puts the management of your business in your control. So the company that we are work with, the technology company, has extensive experience in direct sales. And this back office is built based on hundreds of hours of input from distributors. What do you want to see? What do you not need to see? What needs to be most prominent? What can be kind of buried a little bit? So this is based on people just like you who've been building networks for years and what they want to see. And so that's what we're really going to be presenting. So the simplest thing may not seem like a big deal, but it is a big deal. Our new back office immediately, we have an app that's going to come out soon, but immediately is so much more optimized for mobile. You can truly go on, you can truly manage your business for mobile, super clean, super simple. So again, it's almost something that's required this day and age. So did want to point that out, that it's a great, clean, simple experience, whether you're on your computer, your tablet, your mobile device. So I'm going to go through all of the sections here. So it's very simple to navigate. You can see all of the sections here. These will be on the left side always so that you can navigate in and out from one section to the next. The top is the dashboard. So again, these are test screenshots. So these numbers may not make any sense. This is not real data. We just wanted to give you a visual. So this is what your dashboard is going to be. So along the top, those influencers, customers, credit wallet, which we'll talk about, commissions, that's going to be all the influencers in your team, all the customers in your team. Underneath that in the white section, that's going to be your personally enrolled influencers, your active influencers, your IV, your BV, your carryover, just right there, super simple, no filtering, no sorting, no having to put in a date. It's going to be updated real time. And then obviously in the gold would be your name and ID, your rank, your username, your status, your personal BV and IV. So just truly a dashboard where you can just quickly log in and see what's going on in your business real time. The next section is the My Account section. It's pretty robust, so I want to go through each of these sections for you. So auto ship is going to show your personal product auto ship orders. So let's say tomorrow when we launch, you go in and sign up for auto ship for Peter Lamas. This is where this is going to be. This is where you can come to manage that, view that. Subscription is going to be your personal VRLU subscription. So you'll be able to see the price that you're paying. You'll be able to see your last billing date, your next billing date. You'll be able to see past subscriptions. So again, just super quick access to your account and what you're doing in your business. E-wallet, I want to mention this. It's not super relevant right now. As you all know, we pay out commissions usually using a Wisely ADP card. It's a good fit for now. That's not the long-term plan. We are working on finalizing a new commissions vendor that's going to allow us to play in the cryptocurrency space. Super cool. Lots more to come on that. When we go live with that commission vendor, you're going to have in your back office an e-wallet where you can decide, let's say I'm getting $1,000 commission, I want 100 of that to go into my e-wallet, which is basically an online wallet where if you want to go in your back office and purchase products, it's going to take it right out of your e-wallet. You don't have to have your credit card information on file. Let's say I owe Danny money because he purchased a product for me. I can go into my e-wallet and I can transfer him money because he's in my organization. So again, that is coming soon. So this section, you will see it there now. You don't really need to do anything with it now. We'll take a deeper dive into that once we kind of change up our current commission platform. Order history. These are going to be all your personal orders. You click on your order number, you can see your receipt, you can see your tracking. Things will be updated much more real time than they are today. Everything we're doing is so automated. So again, just super clean. There's no question of what you ordered and what you didn't, and if it went through and where it is in the shipping process. Payment options. So again, this right now is going to be set for everyone to ADP, which is our current commission payout. When we have the additional options of if you want to play in the cryptocurrency space, if you want to go into your e-wallet, if you want to go to a bank account, this is where you'll be able to make those decisions for yourself and your business. So again, you don't need to do anything with this now. Everyone is going to automatically get their pay card the way that we do today. So again, just wanted to mention it, but not anything you need to do about right now. Settings, this is super important. This allows you to access your information, your shipping address, your billing address, card info. If you have auto ship, this is going to show, or auto ship or VRLU, this is going to show your card information on file. You can easily select the little gear in the right-hand corner, change it, update it. Super simple, takes seconds. Tax form, that's basically just where your social security number, tax ID is going to live. And when you qualify for a 1099, that's the information that you'll see there. Again, e-wallet, that's going to be at 0 for now. Nothing you need to worry about right now. Contact info visibility, that's where you decide, I want my name and my email on my personalized website. Maybe you just want your name. You can make it active, you can make it inactive. That's where you do that. And then over here on the right, this is where you're going to go tomorrow. If you want to change your website address from your influencer ID to your username, this is going to display what it is. You click on that little gear in the top right corner, you change it, boom, you're done. So again, just super simple, pretty basic settings section. And we will come back to that traffic rotator, that other section in just a few minutes too. Didn't want you to think I forgot about it. So my team, this is where the back end is truly superior. And again, this is fake data in here, so it may not add up from a numbers perspective, but these are all the different ways that you can look at your team. So we're going to go through each of them. So the enroller list view, truly a list view. And obviously this big white space here is going to be full of all the information, the join date, the rank, the influencers, the BV, the working BV, the customers, all of that is going to be right here for you to easily see. If you were to click on any one of these names, it's going to take you into that person's organization. So here I clicked on Mark Isaac. It's going to take me into Mark Isaac and it's going to show all of his people. And then I clicked on Marilee, and you can continue to go to infinity as deep as the organization goes. And again, see that information right there. And then the area that I have circled, those are just your breadcrumbs. If I'm right now, I'm at Marilee. If I want to go back to Mark, I click on Mark. If I want to go back to Michael on, I click on Michael on and get back to where I started. So it's impossible to get lost in your organization. Now the enroller tree view, some people prefer this. It's just more of a graphical view of your organization, basically the same information, but for people who are more visual, this is a good place to go. You'll see the little key here in the top right corner. The brownish indicates an influencer. That's a kind of a navy is a customer. And then you'll see the power influencer. So anyone who is in here and is a power influencer, you're going to be able to easily identify those people as well. So you can mouse over any name here on this tree, and it's going to pop up that individual's specific influencer information. Again, you don't have to leave the page, it's right here. Then you see this little eye icon. That shows that there's additional organization underneath that person. So I click on that little eye icon, and that's going to bring up, for example, Sean Burke and his organization. Again, I can mouse over any of these people, and you can just keep going and going and going until you get to the bottom of your organization. And the little arrow at the top, that's again your breadcrumbs. I would just select that to go back to where I was. So again, it's impossible to get lost, super simple. Binary list view is going to show my immediate left and my right. So again, here, Mark Isaac, Tommy Lee. If I were to select Tommy Lee, it's going to show me his left and right. And again, I can keep going for infinity until I get to the bottom of my organization. And again, just use those breadcrumbs to get back. Binary tree view, very similar to what I just showed you in the other tree view, same functionality. It's just a different view. Again, super simple, easy to navigate. Now, holding tank, this is super important. If you do not listen to anything I say, listen to this. So as you know, in the enrollment process today, when someone enrolls, they put their sponsor ID and they put the placement ID. The website does not work this way. First of all, now that you have a personalized website, there's a good chance you're not going to be with people when they're enrolling or when they're purchasing products. So they're not going to want to figure out placement and left and right. And what does that even mean? They're brand new. So anytime someone enrolls under your organization, they are going to go into your holding tank. You will then go into your holding tank. You will put their placement parent ID in and you will determine where to place them. So if I had 10 people enroll, I could go in here and I see them all and I put them where they need to be. Now you're going to have 7 days to place them before they automatically go into your weakest leg. So if you do nothing, they're automatically going to go into your weakest leg. Now, if you know you kind of want to set a default so that when someone comes into the holding tank, the organization knows exactly where they need to go. This is where we're going to go back to settings. So under my account settings, go back to this page that we looked at. That's what traffic rotator is. So this is where you're going to determine if you want your new people to automatically default somewhere. So when you click that, you're going to see left, right. You can alternate. You can put them in your weaker leg, your stronger leg, or leave them going into your holding tank so that you can make those decisions. You can change this as much as you want. You can change it every day. You can change it every hour. Wherever that default is set, that's where they're going to go. So again, that is a bit of a different concept than what we have today, but it really makes things easier for your new people not to have to keep up with another number, not to have to be confused by something before they've even enrolled. So that's the concept of the holding tank. And then upline, obviously, that's going to be your upline enroller, their username, name, email, phone, whatever information they have provided. So that's your team view. Now, my website. This is where you go to see your website. The reason there are 2 here, it's basically the same thing. But let's say we launch in Korea and in Japan, which we are going to very shortly. I may have my website in Korean. And so you can see this one over here has a little EN, that means English. Or if we decide to have this in Spanish, you want to go in, you can decide, do I want to share my English website? Do I want to share my Spanish website? Do I want to share my Korean website? So super simple. Right now, these are both the same. And again, this right here is going to allow you to copy that link, put it in a text, put it in an email, do whatever you want with it. Or here you can share it directly to your social channels. Now, we're also going to come back to this page in just a few minutes when we talk about power influencers. So remember this page. Contact manager. At launch tomorrow, you're going to be able to communicate with your personally enrolled influencers and personally enrolled customers. Now, we are actually building this contact management center out more and adding additional functionality so that going forward, you can communicate with your entire downline. It will be downline or upline communicating with downline. So that's going to be far more robust. So when you log in tomorrow, you're only going to see your personal enrollees and your personal customers. But again, super easy. You can send them an email, right from this platform if you want to. You'll be able to group and send group emails. So this is one that we're going to build out a lot over the next 30 days as well. And again, you can sort based on influencer. Preferred customer is an auto ship customer, or just retail is just a customer who placed a one-time order. Leaderboard. Now, there's not much in here now. Purely coincidental or not, I don't know. But when I went in to pull my screenshots, it had Stuart Stant as the #1 in the top 100 leaderboard. So I'm just saying. But anyways, this will obviously be populated with the top 100. This is another area that you're going to see change and evolve as we go. There's going to be all kinds of different reports. You'll be able to pull reports based on region, based on product type, who's selling the most of this product, what state. Nothing motivates quite like competition. And so to be able to see, oh my gosh, Hawaii is killing it. The Northeast, we got to step up our game or whatever. So again, this section is going to change and evolve tremendously as well. Earnings. This is where you can easily go. You see you're going to see your past earnings. All of your previous earnings should be in there. You'll be able to see, what rank you were paid at, what a description of the earnings, and then you'll be able to really visually see and track your commissions over time and even tie that back. Like, let's say your October commissions or your November commissions were crazy higher than the rest. You could look back and say, what was I doing in November? Oh, well, we had an event and I had strong momentum coming out of that. So again, super visual, super simple to just go in and see what your past commissions are and, track those as well. Rank, this is your personal rank. So super simple. You can see this individual is an influencer 500. They are on their way to being an influencer 1000. They have 8,735 of the 10,000 needed in their left leg for that next commission. So again, this will update real time. You'll be able to easily track and see where, where you need to be building, what you need to be doing. Resources. These are all the back office tools that we're going to provide, all of the trainings, all of the flyers, the business presentations, the comp plan. You can sort by tool type to narrow it down so you're not digging through everything, or you can look at all the tools. So these are, this is everything that we're going to put out there for you to build your business. And then shop. As you're logged in, you can go in here and shop. You're not going to have to put your credit card information back in. You're not going to have to put your shipping information back in. You can change that at any time under settings, but again, just makes it super simple. And when we do have that e-wallet, you can say, all right, I've got $500 in my e-wallet. I'm going to go in and order something and pay that way. So again, just giving you access to your own shop without having to do anything else. Now, there's a few reminders I want to make sure that we talk through. Again, there are some new things. This is how you're going to know when the website is live tomorrow. You are going to get an email that's going to have a temporary passcode that is specific to you. You will then use that you will use your influencer ID number, that temporary passcode, and log in. You can keep that passcode. It doesn't have to be temporary. Or what do? You go under settings and you change that. So that email is going to go out when we're live and up and running. If you do not get it, please check your spam. And I know we've had some issues in the past with people not getting emails and they just go into no man's land. These emails are extremely reliable. If you do not have it, check your spam. Worst case, you can reach out to support and we can reset your password for you. But please don't reach out to support unless you have gone in your email, you have checked your spam, and you have made sure it's not something that you've accidentally deleted. Again, we talked about this. All influencers are going into a holding tank. Placement will not be done in the enrollment process. That's new, so I want to make sure that everyone's clear on that. Now, for the time being, existing auto ship customers, so any Imkana auto ship customers that you have up until this point are not going to be able to log in and see and manage those orders. Okay, we're going to reach out to you. We're going to bring those over at some point. So for the time being, any Imkana auto ship orders placed on the previous platform, you want to make changes, you want to cancel, your customers want to make changes, they want to cancel, you need to reach out to us. Going forward, starting tomorrow, if you were to add auto ship, that's all going to be on your website. So again, Imkana auto ship orders up until this point, you need to reach out to us to help you. We are going to get everyone transitioned over to the new platform. But again, if you don't want to make changes, you don't need to do anything. But we're here to support you with that. All our existing web properties, if you went to our websites today, you saw the message that we are under construction. Everything is going to be rerouted to the gpslife.com. So Imkana GPS, previously you had to worry about that domain. If you go there tomorrow, that's going to take you to the gpslife.com. Peter Lamas, the gpslife.com. That's going to take you. Everything is going to be on our one website. The only exception to that, VRLU is where you go up until now to order mobile service. That is still going to exist for you to log in and manage your VRLU mobile account. That is a separate vendor. We don't want to get in the wireless account management game. We're going to leave that to our partner. That's their area of expertise. So you go to VRLUmobile.com. We are going to link that in your back office, so it makes it simpler. You won't be able to place any orders there. That's truly for existing customers and new customers once they've created their account. At launch, starting tomorrow, you can, and I want to try to make this really clear so you can set expectations right with your customers. You can log on, your customers can go to the website and they can purchase, let's say, for example, Imkana. They can add the influencer enrollment if they want to. They don't have to. What you're not going to be able to do yet, but is coming probably within about 10 days, you can't order Organica and Imkana and Peter Lamas in one transaction. They're different fulfillment centers. We're still doing some coding on that. So we need about another 10 to 15 days. You'll be able to go in and order. It doesn't matter the category that your products are in. You'll be able to order them in one transaction. So for example, if you want the MOLED G, right now, you can't add the MOLED G and Imkana together in one transaction. You have to do two separate transactions. That's a huge priority for us. We are working on getting that done. We truly want an Amazon feel where it doesn't matter what product category you're ordering from. It's one single transaction. So we are working on that, but I wanted to make that really clear. So we're setting proper expectations and people don't think that there's something wrong. But again, regardless of what product you're ordering, you can add that influencer enrollment. So you want the Peter Lamas bundle 1, you add the $99 influencer enrollment, 1 transaction, boom. Okay, so what is next? And by next, I know it's taken us a long time to get to this point. It took longer than expected. Honestly, anytime I've done a major technology project like this, it always takes longer than expected. Again, it takes a lot of work to make things look really simple. But when we're talking about what's next now, we're not talking months. We're talking, again, 10 days, 15 days, 30 days. So you're going to see, once this is live, you're going to constantly see new enhancements and additions being rolled out on a pretty regular basis. So I want to talk through a few of those, what those are. So social sharing. We're going to have curated content. We have an award-winning team that does our social media. They have done social media for multi-million-dollar clients. They're going to create content that you can go in and decide, I want to post this, I want to write my own, I want to use what they wrote, regardless. So that's coming really soon as well. And that will be something that's updated all the time as new promotions, new products. So that's coming very soon. Power influencer compensation. This is super exciting and super simple. As a power influencer, you know that you can decide how you want to be compensated. Do you want 50% of the BV but 50% IM, or do you need the BV this month or this week or this day? And so you want to get the regular BV and the regular compensation. So as a power influencer, you can make those decisions for your business as often as you want. So remember the My Websites page. This is we're probably about 10 days out from having this. If you are a power influencer, you go to your website page, you are going to have a third website link that is your power influencer link. That link, when you share it, is going to apply 50% BV, but 50% IM. So anyone who orders off that link, so let's say Monday, you think, oh, I need way more BV than IM. I'm going to share my regular website. That's automatically going to compute for me to be, the regular 100% BV. Maybe Tuesday, you're like, oh, I really need more IM. I'm going to share my power influencer website. That's automatically going to apply 50% of the BV, but 50% IM. You can do that. You can change that as many times as you want. It's tied to the website link that you share. So it's not tied to month-end qualifications. It's tied to the website link that you share. So again, in about 10 days, power influencers, you're going to have a third website that you can share that's going to change how you're compensated. So it puts it completely in your control. And by doing it this way, it's not a system change. We don't have to say, well, you have to do it by the first of the month and then it sticks all month. Change it as much as you want. Anytime you share your website, share a different website. Doesn't matter. It's automatically going to compensate you as a regular influencer or a power influencer. Additional enhanced reporting and recognition. We talked about this a little bit. Sales by region, sales by product, top producers in a variety of different categories, top producers at different levels. We're really going to be able to highlight the new people who are coming in and excited and the builders. And, it's not just going to be all about that top tier of leadership. So lots more reporting and recognition is on the horizon. And again, as we talked about, the ability to order multiple products from different categories in a single transaction. So that and the power influencer compensation are probably going to be the first things that you see, because we think those are super important. So that's kind of the priority coming out of this initial launch. An expanded contact center. We talked about that a little bit. Being able to communicate with additional people in addition to just your personally enrolled influencers and customers. And US, Japan, and Korea on one unified platform. So we're moving the US first. A few weeks from now, we're going to move Japan, and then we're going to move Korea. So again, it doesn't matter if you know someone in Korea, you can share your website. They can go there. They can order the Korean products. They can enroll as a Korean influencer, and it's all going to be done on one website. So just a lot. Consolidation is kind of the name of the game here, to make things simple for all of you and as efficient as possible is what we're trying to do. We want you to make it as super simple for your customers, super simple for your new influencers as well. And so that is the new website. Again, no one is more excited than I am. I am so excited about this. We have been working on this nonstop. I think it is a game changer for you and your customers. And again, it is a work in progress. A data move this type, if they're, just rest assured, we don't anticipate issues. We don't anticipate, we're going forward as if everything is going to be perfect, but it's technology. It's a huge data transfer. If something's not right, don't panic. We're going to fix it. We're going to make it right. We're going to fix it before the end of the month. But again, I think what we have is so far superior to where we are today that you guys are just going to be blown away once you've had a chance. And again, the best thing you can do when that email goes out tomorrow, log in, play around, figure things out. Working with the vendor, the technology vendor on this, was never trained on the back end. I just figured it out because that's how simple it is. And so sure, there's going to be questions. Obviously, the support team is here to help. But in general, it's so super simple that you can just kind of figure it out as you go. So I'm very excited about that. Thank you all for being on. We are very excited about this tomorrow. I will certainly let everyone know. I'll post in all of our various chats as things are live, and keep an eye out for that email. But this is really, it's not just a digital relaunch. It's really kind of the relaunch of GPS from a technology standpoint. So I'm super excited, and I'm super excited for all of you and to see your feedback. It's been a long time coming, and we're very excited about it.